Listen, I don't care what anyone else has told you, but continuing to do the same things the same way, things that no longer serve you, dealing with distractions, is not going to help you to be more fruitful in 2026. If you want to create the best life yet, you need to strategically lock in so that you can propel both your life and your business forward.
There's no stopping me now. I know my 𝗧cie sit down. Money's all over me. I'm called to be rich and be free.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Evaughn, your go-to business operations consultant, here to help you grow your business through people and processes. And today I want to talk about the great lock-in in 2025. I know we are down to the last few weeks of the year, but there is still enough time for you to lock in and accomplish some of the things that you want to accomplish in 2025 still, and to lock in and build a foundation for your 2026 success. But I also want to just talk about some of the global energy that I feel like is going on. Just in case you are not familiar, I'm pretty sure if you clicked on this video, you have probably seen the countless videos on social media about the great lock-in, people who are declaring that they are going to be locked in with intense focus, with self-discipline, really focusing on their vision, their goals, and just getting back to self, right? Taking care of themselves and setting themselves up with intent for the new year.
Hey, pay attention. It's lock-in season. You cannot wait until May to be a baddie. Starts today. As soon as this video is over, go in your calendar and block off the next 8 weeks. Type in lock-in season at the top.
So we're all in agreement that we're locking in for the next 90 days. So we're getting ahead of the actual winter's arc.
Everybody's talking about the great lock-in right now. Like, tomorrow is September 1st. So from September 1st until December 31st, you're supposed to lock in. You're supposed to be doing all the things that you promised yourself that you would do this year that you didn't. I did them too, or didn't do them, whatever. For the next 4 months, I'm drinking more water. I'm going to be moving every single day, no matter what. Working out, no matter what, at least 3 times a week. Eating the food in my house.
That's got to be the best TikTok trend since the Adult Swim videos. Because you're telling me, no matter who you are, man, woman, skinny, fit, it pertains to everybody. Whatever avenue in your life that you want to lock into, it pertains to you. And you got millions, hundreds of thousands, whoever it may be, behind you and supporting you, all at the same time doing the same shit as you, locking in and getting shit done.
Great lock-in of 2025 is here. Get your notebooks out because we finna write our goals down. We finna lock in from September all the way to December. Whatever was on that goals list, this is it. Now's the time. You don't get another chance. We don't get 2025 back. This is it. This is all we got, so we have to go hard.
The great lock-in in 2025 might be the most generational run we have seen in a very long time. I'm talking 2016 𝗲𝗎𝗄𝗎, 2016 through 2020 𝗧𝗏𝗏, 2019 summer, that freshman and that junior year of college. I'm talking, we getting the crib, we getting the whips, we getting the money, we getting in the gym, we eating right. Bro, ain't no winter depression this year. We locked in.
You can do so much great work for yourself, for your mental, for your friends, for your family, for your health, for your children. 4 months is so much time to see actual legitimate changes. And why not us? Literally, why not you?
So for most people, the great lock-in has been this period from like September through the end of December to really kind of get refocused and reset, right? But for me, I feel like the lock-in has literally been all 2025. So to talk about this year, I really want to go back and just do a quick story time to share some insight from a trip that I took to India back in 2022. So for those of you who don't know, I am a digital nomad. You can check out my travel videos. I have a travel channel, Ebony Meets World. And back in 2022, I took a trip to India and I did what's called the Golden Triangle, right? And the Golden Triangle is basically you do a trip through New Delhi, Agra, which is where Taj Mahal is, and you also stop in Jaipur, known as the Pink City. And while I enjoyed my time in all of these locations, one of the experiences that has still stuck with me to this day is when I was in Jaipur, which is the pink city. And in this city, I went to this place. I don't remember the name of it, but it was basically kind of like a astrology museum, so to speak. But it was all these different instruments and sundials that were literally built like in 1734, I believe. And if I can put some footage up for you guys to check it out so you can kind of see what I'm saying.
5 minutes divided into 5 parts, a minute each, and minute is again divided into 3 parts, that is 20 seconds each.
Oh wow, down to the second.
This is 20 second madam. The shadow of the wall is falling over there. So you can see the time. It's 6, 7, 8, 8:15, 8:30, 8:45, almost 8:46 is the local time of Jaipur.
Wow. But basically, when I went to this museum, I saw all these instruments created in the 1700s that were designed for astrology, for different seasons, sundials to tell time. And in that moment, I remember feeling like, if they felt the need to build these instruments in 1734, then obviously there is some importance to this and some significance to life, right? And so ever since that trip, I've been more intentional about getting into astrology and understanding numerology. And I know that that's very taboo for people who identify as Christians, but I felt like something was pulling me towards those things. So I started being more intentional about paying attention to zodiac signs and not only understanding like my sun sign, but my moon and my risings, all of that, right? And then getting into numerology and understanding different numbers as far as like not only seasons, but years. And right now in 2025, this is a universal 9 year for all of us as a collective, right? When you add together 2025, that's a 9, so it's a universal 9 year. And for this to be a 9 year, the collective energy that we're in, the space that we're in right now, is all about endings. And I know some people may take that as like a negative thing, and it's like, you don't want things to end, but being a universal 9 year, and I'll put up like a summary of what this really means, but this is basically you really honing in, tapping in, and reflecting on the fruitless cycles that you have in your life, the bad relationships, the bad habits that you have, the things that you're doing or dealing with in your life that you don't want to take into your new era, right? That you don't want to take into this next season. And it's you intentionally saying, these are the things that I want to get rid of. These are the seeds that I want to plant for my next season. And so that has been me all 2025. All 2025, I have really been tapping in and reflecting on, the business that I have, the products and services, the ones that I love, the ones that, I'm not excited to offer, and phasing those things out, getting rid of them. But even in life, I've been thinking about like things that I've been dealing with or wanting to change that I've just been kind of idle on and not really like being intentional about changing those things. So, like, for example, in 2021, I broke my ankle. And when I broke my ankle, like, it really set me back because it was right after the pandemic. We've already been stuck in the house, and I started skating so that I could actually get some form of exercise because I was used to going to the gym every single day. And I enjoyed skating. It was something I did as a child. And then when I broke my ankle, not only did it make me idle for months, almost 9 months, but then coming out of that, like going back to the gym, getting back into a routine has been so difficult literally since 2021. But one thing that I told myself, like for 2025, like, Ebony, you have to be intentional about taking care of your body, right? Your body is a temple. And so I've been making sure that I do go out and exercise, even if I just go walk for 20 minutes or doing exercises at home. I have this 𝗕𝗂𝗍𝗪𝗀𝗪𝗀𝗀 workout. Y'all, I have to give it to y'all. It's literally, well, there's different times. There's one that's 20 minutes that I love, right? Because it does the thing. But before, I would be in a mindset of like, oh, like I have to find a new gym to go to, or like, oh, I have to buy new workout clothes, or I need to get some new gym shoes. And then I literally just woke up one day and told myself, like, change is going to start today. Like, today we're going outside, we're going to just walk around the neighborhood, we're going to go to YouTube, find a workout video. And so I've been making those strategic but small incremental changes, and I've already started losing weight, getting back to kind of my old self and feeling confident, because I don't know what it is about breaking my ankle. But like now, before that, I was fearless and like didn't even think about getting hurt or like bad things happening. And now, every time I go out, I'm like, oh, I don't want to trip and fall off the sidewalk. I don't fall down the stairs. So I'm like getting myself out of that mindset and just trying to get back to the person that I used to be. And so going into 2026, this is going to be a 1 year, right? This is a fresh start. This is all about new beginnings and planting seeds for the things that you want to see of the next 9 year cycle of your life. And if you don't get rid of the negative habits, the bad relationships, you're going to be more prone to deal with those literally for the entire next 9 year cycle. And so going into this year, I've been very intentional about that and saying, you know what, like, let's focus on the things that we want to change. We want to get rid of the things that are going to end in 2025 so that we can set ourselves up for success in 2026. So I share that just to kind of talk about like the collective energy that I'm feeling right now, but to also just kind of share with you some of the things that I personally have been feeling in this 2025 9 year. So hopefully you hearing my personal experience and like the energy that I've been sitting with is helpful for you. But now what I want to do is really just kind of transition from talking about, numerology, and get into some practical steps that can really help you to set yourself up for success when it comes to 2026. So in order to do that, I want to go into my office because I want to show you like some of the things that I've been working on. Right now, I am on a workcation. I am in Denver, Colorado. I've been here for the last 3 weeks. I have another week left in my workcation, and I've really been using this time to look at my business, look at my life, and think about the things that, I want to get rid of. It's time to clean them out, clear space for new things. And so I'm going to show you some of the things that I've been working on from a business perspective. All right, so for my workcation, I have been logged in. I have been working on business planning, setting my sales targets for the year. This is my quarterly planning over here for what we need to get done. I have planned my entire 2026 content calendar there, all of our promotions for 2026. And then over here, I have like my Q4 top priorities, and then our new email sales funnel structure. So going into 2026, I wanted to make sure that I changed some things around. So this is going to be the new process. So as you can see, I have got a lot of work done. I finished my business planning. I started on my marketing strategy, and I would say overall, my Denver workation has been a success. So I'm going to enjoy my last couple of days. So let's get ready for this bike tour.